happening, people? Welcome to the United Stand. Welcome to match day 3. I hope I'm not going to do that before every single game. Match day 28. No, that's a bit long. It's just because I'm still gassed because it's early in the season. Man United against Crystal Palace, man, at OT. We're on the way up in scorching degree heat. I've got 23, 24-ish now, and it's about 10 o'clock in the morning, so it's going to be a hot day. Onto the game, man. Look, the Wolves game, we all know the disappointment in some areas, obviously, because we had a penalty, and when you get a penalty after, going back to drawing, you want to win the game. But it's done, it's in the past. We've all spoke about the Pogba thing, and today, look, I've seen a lot of things on social media saying, let's get behind Pogba, let's give him a reception and stuff like that. To be honest, that should just go without saying. Like, it shouldn't just be like that because of this whole racism thing. Let's make extra noise for Pogba and stuff. Like, yeah, let's show him that we're supporting him and that, but at the end of the day, he's a Man United player, and it just shows that it's taken for something like this to happen for us to go, let's specifically get behind him. It should be like that at every game, man, especially at the home games at Old Trafford. But anyway, the game. Crystal Palace are always that team, yeah, that you expect to beat them when they come to your place, but there's always that little, you have to be careful. You've seen it. They beat Man City last year, and no one expected that. They beat Arsenal, or did they draw against them? No, they beat Arsenal when nobody kind of expected that. So they're always that team that can kind of surprise you if you don't apply yourself. But there should be no complacency. I tweeted before the game, still before the game, I tweeted out earlier that I reckon this will be a perfect game to start Mason Greenwood, or at least give him 20 minutes, half an hour minimum, because we don't need to be that defensive at home to Crystal Palace. We don't need like two holding midfielders that are just going to sit, So for me, I would like to see Ollie be a bit brave. I also said during the week that Ollie's done a lot of good things in this sort of 8-9 months that he's been here, because a lot of people are saying all he needs to do now is get Young off the bench, get Mata off the bench, and put Dalot on there and put Gomez in. Where's Gomez? And I know that it's only the third game, man. It's the third game, so it's a work in progress. He's done so many things right in that time in terms of shifting the narrative of the team and shifting the direction. You just look at the players that he's phased out. Lukaku, Sanchez, Mata no longer in the team, Matic no longer in the team, Phil Jones, Smalling not even on the bench, Ashley Young not in the starting lineup, Herrera gone, Fellaini. Like that's a lot. That is a lot, and plus he sorted out our back four. So for me, I think we've got a team that we've got players in there all of a sudden that we genuinely like. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, you look at the other top teams, and it's kind of like, you look at their team, and Man City, they love Sterling, or they love Aguero, etc. I know they've done great things for the club, especially Aguero, but you look at Tottenham, and the fan favourite is Son, fan favourite is Kane. Same with Arsenal. You look at Aubameyang, like I said, the fans have like players that they genuinely like, and I think Ollie's kind of bringing that in with Maguire, with Wan-Bissaka at the back. They're players that we like them already. We like what Martial's doing. We like him. We're behind him, and I think we're starting to see that. I'm starting to feel that back again. I like the team again. So it'll be a tough game against Crystal Palace. For me, we go at them hard. In that 10 position, it's going to be interesting because people saying Jesse's not doing enough, and loads of stats flying around that he hasn't got any goals and assists since whenever, and the only thing he's done is danced at the disco at the Emirates and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, though, that is almost the best we have in that position within reason. You can try Gomez there; he's untried and tested, so you could argue that you could bring him in, but he's still not known at this level. But I'd like to see him, getting in and around and having a chance. I think what Jesse does do well is his off the ball stuff. He presses well and he's integral to how we want to play. But you're right, and I agree with a lot of people that are saying his output's not high enough. If you're going to play a 10 for us, you need to be scoring goals, you need to be assisting, you need to be creating chances. To be fair, he was part of the goal that we scored against Wolves, so it wasn't the direct assist, but he was involved in the move, so sometimes that gets overlooked. But you still want him to be getting 8 to 12 goals a season, double figures assists. That's what you want your number 10 to be doing, and I'm not sure Jesse's going to be able to do that. So for me, team selection wise, the back four is the back four, 5 including De Gea. That just goes without saying. We want to keep seeing that week in, week out. For me, there's no reason for Matic to come back in. So for me, McTominay, Pogba again, I think we're really starting to see that consistency from Oli. And the number 10 is where it's kind of up for grabs, really, because for me, and I know a lot of you guys would think it, you'd think just play Angel Gomez, just get him in there, but it's just not going to happen. I can't see that. Hopefully he makes the bench today, but I can't see him just chucking him in. I would even go with a Fred. Give Fred a chance, to be fair. That's who I'd start in that position today. I'd start Fred, not specifically in the 10, but I'd start him in the midfield 3 with Pogba and McTominay. And he can play more advanced, and I would give him a chance. At the end of the day, Pereira's had a couple of chances. He looks poor against Chelsea for large parts, but then got an assist. Come off the bench against Wolves and was okay, wasn't amazing. So I would give Fred a go. It's about trying to see who can make the cut, because that's one of the positions that certainly is up for grabs. We haven't got too much positions up for grabs at the minute. You're really only looking at right wing and number 10. So for me, I'd start Fred in the midfield 3, and then the front 3. Obviously, Martial and Rashford, goes without saying, they're going to be the mainstays, the first 2 names on the team sheet. And the right wing is up for grabs as well. Daniel James, I thought, was okay against Wolves. I thought he gave them food for thought. He definitely was a pain. He was a pest. It was like that pain in the arse that just wouldn't go away. I know he got booked for diving as well, but would I start him? Again, I would just prefer Mason Greenwood in there. Just play him from the off. If he's not going to start Mason Greenwood, I would just go with Daniel James again for that directness, for that speed. And I'd also have Dalot on the bench, man. But obviously he's injured, so it'd be interesting to see when he comes back from injury how he slots in if he makes the matchday squad. So he's another one who can contend for that right wing spot. So for me, I think Oli will go with Daniel James again, but I would go with Mason Greenwood. My prediction, we'll leave that to afterwards. Actually, we'll get Miles's thoughts, man. I mean, hot day, Miles. Baking hot. You're always quite skeptical about these kind of teams. I know you like blow wind to the court, blow a bit of caution. But what are you feeling, man?
Yeah, no. Do you know what? After the Wolves game, I came out feeling like we had to have won that game, and I feel like we played well enough to win the game.
Yeah, we did.
And it was just a moment of brilliance that kind of got them their goal, and then we just couldn't do anything else to win the game. I'm actually mad confident today.
Yeah.
I'm talking goals, goals and not conceding as well. I think this is where Harry Maguire really shines. And Lindelof comes into his own. I don't think Daniel James should start.
Who would you start there?
I'd put Greenwood in.
That's
because,
it, innit?
There's a lot of pace, a lot of power.
Yeah, man.
Kill him off early, and then if you haven't killed him off early, you bring Daniel James in to just run him ragged. Exactly. Get the fouls, get a free kick in the box. Harry Maguire just nut it in with his forehead. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm talking. I mean, if we're talking predictions, I'm thinking 4-0.
You say 4? I would say 3. All right, so you're 4-0.
I don't know. I'm
goal scorers.
Confident. Two Martial goals.
Yeah.
A Pogba one just to silence the racist dons, and Wan-Bissaka to cut in, curl it with his left, top bins. That one's just like a
after that air pie the other day. I don't know.
No,
he needs to not.
He really
shouldn't shoot. But
shouldn't hit a ball ever again. But
that's against Crystal Palace, man. You never know.
Yeah, man. I feel like he'll cut and do a little Ronaldinho, just a little top bins kind of vibe, just to round off a perfect day. But I mean, I'm hoping we don't concede.
Zaha penalty.
Penalty.
Could happen, mate. Could happen.
It could happen, but I feel like he'll slip if he takes it.
Miles is proper optimistic.
I'm on it today. So yeah, man, that's me.
Okay, so Miles is going with a 4-0. I'm going to go over 3-0. I do think we'll keep a clean sheet today. And if we don't, it will be like a Zaha cutting in, skilling someone out, or flipping a penalty. But yeah, I feel confident, and I feel like we've got that bit of confidence back. If we play how we've been playing in the last couple of games in patches, like with that high press, especially at home, I feel like we'll be all right against Palace, man. Why not? There's a lot of positives at the moment, as well as the things we know that are going to be wrong through the season, with the midfield being light. There are a lot of positives, and it's important to remember them. I will say, substitution-wise, there was a lot of criticism on Oli last game in terms of getting these subs on early. So to be honest, that's what I want to see, that difference today. If the game is going a bit stale, or if the game's won by a certain time, let's get these subs on early, especially if Mason doesn't start. If Mason doesn't start, let's get the kid half an hour, 20 minutes minimum, man. Come on. So yeah, unanimous win all around, 3-0, 4-0 respectively. Let us know in the comments what you guys are saying, and we will see you guys at the fan camps. Peace.
Big thank you to you guys for watching the latest of our videos, and if you want to check out more, make sure you do that just to the right of me. We are the biggest and best Manchester United channel in the world. Make sure you check us out on all of the socials as well: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and YouTube. The socials are along the bottom. Peace.